my nigga Kane, what you gotta say to these niggas? Yeah, real shit, real life. Here we go. Hey, I feel like Crow. I'm the fucking boss. I got the drip, and you know I got the sauce. I tell these fuck ass niggas get lost. Coming through your chimney like I'm goddamn Santa Claus. Hey, 2023, and you know I rock my chain. Nigga, boy, I'm grown. I ain't tryna play no games. Doing what we want, and we doing what we claim. It's crazy how they pussy niggas selling out for fame. Like, look at my neck, look at my worth, nigga. I'ma shine so hard, make it hurt, nigga. Been the way that I am since birth, nigga. Tabernacle in the stream with a church, nigga. I'm chosen.
Salute. Let's go, y'all.
The camera posing. You see that choker on my neck and it's frozen. Hey, yeah, I'm chosen. I am not stressed. I passed the test. Look at my name. Look at my team. You know we gon' win. Until the end. You know what I get, Stone C, like my name is Smith. Niggas talking, but I know he ain't shit. Run up on me, I'ma make you do flips. Do a bad flip. Niggas ain't cap like an actress. I don't fuck with niggas doing magic. Pull up on your mama and it's tragic, damn.
Let's go, y'all. Get on up in here.
You can buy a watch, but you can't buy time. Every day I wake up, I'm on my grind. All that bullshit ain't on my mind. Don't need your help, my nigga, I'm fine. Real. Riding in my whip and I be changing lane. Got my OG saying I be staying in they brain. Cause I'm going so dumb and I hopped in the game. Everything that I got came from excessive pain. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'm a cross and you know we going live. Got a cane on my right, he by my side. Keep it square in and shit, you know that's how we go.
Salute Mikey. Salute everybody up in the building, man. Y'all get on up in here, man. Let's go. What up, E? I see you in the building. Yeah, it's building time today, bro. It's building time today. Hey, man, salute to everybody, man. We back at it like crack addicts. It's your boy, Balls Cross. Big CEO, man, across your heart, man. We got another one today, man. And I just want to talk about it. I want to see what y'all think. And I want to get y'all feedback on this. Now, I know y'all saw this whole Bankroll Freddie thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Salute to the people coming up in here. I know y'all seen the whole Bankroll Freddie thing. Now, there's a lot of questions I got, right? So, first of all, the first question is, we got to start doing better letting these folks know. One, okay, so I don't know if anybody heard about it. So in 2019, an ex-cop, Atlantic cop, ended up getting 10 years the other day for the charge of the robbery of trying to rob a rapper. And this is a police officer. So a lot of people don't know the story. So my man is up in the store. I mean, up in a motel. I think it was like a motel. No, it was a hotel because they had an elevator. Yeah, so it was a hotel. So while in the hotel, my man come downstairs. He's got money. So I guess the police is watching him on surveillance. The woman asked him, sweetie, are you scared to get robbed? And he was like, nah, people just don't. They know who to rob and who don't rob, right? So peep this out. So not on top of that, now my man messes around. He gets robbed. But it's a lot of things in this whole thing. One, his cousin got pistol whipped. He left his cousin, okay? So that's another thing. Number two is just the pure, I mean, my thing is these rappers got to understand, you got on all this jury. I just feel like this whole jury shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got it. Okay, update. Prepare this new theme song. It's final. Friday, the Plug family. Salute to Mikey, man, dropping that. Mikey, we're going to drop that. It's going to be a barn burner. We're going to keep on getting it going, too. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody. So what I'm going to do right now, we're going to get into it. And what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and play it, all right? So salute to everybody coming here. I appreciate everybody coming in here rocking with your boy. I know folks coming in here. I see the numbers. Appreciate y'all coming in here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get it started. Let's go ahead and get it started. So we're gonna start off with this little clip. This is like a little clip right here, right? And I'm gonna tell you, so the guy's explaining to y'all what happened. Salute Mr. Smith in the building. So let's go ahead. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Is sentenced to 10 years after pleading guilty in the robbery of Bankroll Freddie. Surveillance photos show the ex-officer right before they entered the hotel to rob the rapper.
Is that money in your pocket?
Yes.
It's real money?
Yes.
Okay.
Moments before the robbery, surveillance video shows the rapper Bankroll Freddie obviously joking with the teller.
You don't this kid that just robbed or something?
You know, you ever heard that old saying, people know who play with?
Ex-police.
So, all right, let's get into this right here. So that dude right there is the one that's walking. It's the ex-police, it's the ex-cop now that's getting sentenced. My thing was, again, the woman saying, even a woman, he's got all this money on him. You going down to the damn lobby, family. I don't know what the hell you going. See, this is what I don't get. This is where even these older dudes, okay, it's almost like, okay, if you used to having money all the time, why do you have to have all that money poking out? You know what I'm saying? Peace, Queen Lady. Why you gotta have all this damn money poking out to make yourself a moving target, bro? That to me is crazy. So I just want to go back and just let's listen to what he say.
This kid that just robbed or something? Kid that just robbed or something? You know this kid that just robbed or something?
You know, you ever heard that old saying, people know who play with?
Ex-police officer Justin said that he only got involved after him and his families received threats. His words did not plan out well because right after that, these two guys literally robbed him with guns. Ex-police officer, which was in uniform, was acting as a lookout while the two...
Exactly, Mr. Smith. It's crazy, dog. Look at this. Mr. Smith said, I don't know why these rappers flash all this money I have it on them. What do they expect? That's what I don't get. What do you expect when you come out there and you got $30,000 in your pocket and they sitting out your pocket? Bro, you just make it just hard for anybody to not want to take anything at this day and age. Then not only that, salute Goody, then not only that, you got what? Allegedly, $500,000 worth of jewelry at a hotel that the room probably costs $200-300. You know what I mean? It's like they're in a rush. Man, come on. It's like they're in a rush. That's a good one. It's like they're in a rush to leave this earth. And that's true, man. Because you sit back and you ask yourself, why do they having ants? Yeah, ants to they're inviting ants to a picnic. Yeah, they definitely doing that, man. That for real, man. Man, you talking about wolves, man. You talking about folks gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Folks gotta eat, man. You walk around here, you are literally food. You know what I'm saying? You're part of the ecosystem. You're food out here, man. And like you in a hotel, even the old lady said, aren't you afraid of somebody robbing you? Well, they know who to play with. And obviously they don't, because they was going to get you. So let's keep going.
Two other men ran inside the hotel with guns and robbed the rapper. You think that officer made one of the biggest mistakes of his life? I don't know, man. Let me know in the comments.
All right, so we got that one right there, right? So off the rip. That's wild, right? So I'm going to get into it first. Let me go ahead and I'm going to drop this link. You know what I'm saying? Anybody more than welcome to come up here to build. And we're going to get into it. I'm going to play the actual news thing. Because again, I just feel like that, like his cousin, right? So his cousin ended up getting pistol whipped. I feel like the reason why he got it, because he was there to protect his cousin. He ain't got no jury on. He just there. And then this he takes off running. He got the ass whooping. But then the street credit, So, but the street credit go to the rapping nigga. But the real nigga that actually took the ass whooping is the one that got pistol whipped. That's what I don't get. Like that's being loyal. Like I understand dude pulled a gun, but your cousin couldn't run. You know what I mean? Like he couldn't run. So you ran and left, my man. Alley Cat, salute. You ran and left the man, but at the end of the day, guess what happened? You the one that's got all the jury and stuff on. Salute to my guy E Tap Scott in the building. Salute E.
Salute, brother.
So E, what you see this so far? This is what we watching so far. That's a clip, and then I'm gonna go into the news thing. But you said something too. It's like inviting ants to a picnic.
Right, because you're making yourself a billboard, you're a target. And you know, he's saying that they know who to mess with. And a lot of things that I don't understand about people, you know, just like you think you bad, it's a billion other people that think they bad as well. And people don't care about, you know, what you done or what you're doing. You know what I mean? If somebody hungry enough, that survival instinct kick in, and they gonna try whoever. You know what I mean? They could be out their mind. You know, you might get somebody who normally in the sober mind, they might not try you, but you mess around, take mind altering drugs, and you alter your mind, and you get a alter ego, just like they call alcohol liquid courage. Now they might get the courage to try you. So you have to protect yourself at all times. You got to protect the bag. Sometimes you got to protect your own bag and move accordingly. I think a lot of these rappers might, especially the younger guys, might need some financial intelligence, because that was a lack of financial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? He think he's being doing something about showing the money, but that's a lack of intelligence. It seems like he don't know what to do with his money, because you shouldn't have to have all that money unless you're making the purchase right there, and then you should have it on the card anyway. You shouldn't have to have that much cash on you at any time.
And we know, and we all done been there in them hotel meetings. If it's some trap money, you definitely ain't gonna see my trap money. That's money being exchanged to the man to go in the hotel, if that was some type of business. But to have that much, and then to have jewelry, man, you don't need, man, why? I'm not walking down nowhere. And see, they think it's a sign of a weakness or whatever. Oh man, I'm gonna put my chain up, or I ain't gonna wear my chain. Bro, that has, just like that situation right there. You rap about it. People know that you got this money. You claim to be this big dog. It, like you said, it's going to be some puppies out there that's hungry, and they're going to test the big dog.
That's right.
Yeah, it's going to be some puppies out there hungry for real. So we're going to get into the actual news thing now. Salute to Eric, man. Everybody hit that like button. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
A former disgraced APD officer helped orchestrate an armed robbery of a rising hip-hop artist. Channel 2's Michael Seiden broke this exclusive story on Channel 2 Action News at 5. And now with us live in Cobb County with a look at how all of this unfolded. Michael.
And Justin, I've been following this story since 2019, and I still
Salute,
can remember
Lord.
being outside of this motel, trying to work to get more information about the crime that unfolded inside. And now, for the first time tonight, we're going to actually get an up-close look. He looked like he was on official police business, but tonight, disgraced ex-Atlanta police officer Justin Thorne is preparing to serve a 10-year prison sentence after he pled guilty earlier for his role in the 2019 armed robbery of Freddie Gladney III, who's better known by his stage name Bankroll Freddie. The rapper.
See what I'm saying? Got his cousin on the ground right there. That nigga took off running. That nigga did the 100-yard dash. See what I'm saying? That's the nigga that ain't got the money. That's why I say you put other people in harm's way. That's why I say it's too much. Let's see. Let's keep going.
His cousin were preparing to check out of the Cobb County motel near the Battery when the armed robbery went down. Before the armed robbery, surveillance photos showed Thorne backing his gray Charger into a spot next to a Camry carrying the two gunmen. After a brief exchange, the two gunmen were seen walking into the motel. Now, Justin Thorne was already on the 4th floor playing lookout for the two men. As Freddie Bankroll and his cousin prepared to check out of their room, Justin Thorne knocked on their door.
Look at that. That's crazy, Eddie.
Right.
Look at that, man. The police waited on him to come out the elevator, let him know. He done pulled him over there, told him where to pull at, everywhere. That's dangerous, dog, and that's a police officer. That's why I said that's the police.
Yep, there's a ex-police, and I think in this report too, is going to talk about and the reason why he's an ex-police officer, he was on the investigation, so he resigned. So he was already kind of crooked because somebody had offered to pay him some money to make something disappear, but he came on the investigation. So I think he was like 22 at the time. So he young. He really just a street guy in a uniform, whatever. And you know what I mean? So he partnered up. And so when he talking about, people know who to rob, this guy right here, he thinking, oh, I got my badge and I got my, uniform. I guess he kept his uniform. So he's thinking he's bigger than the law in itself. And then you see when he took out the running, because, in human nature, you got the fight or flight.
Mm-hmm.
Evidently, he got the flight mechanism. You know what I'm saying? So it don't seem like he was the big bad wolf that he seen.
Come on, man. What you say is fight or flight, and he took flight. Yeah,
he took flight.
Yeah, he wanted to be like Mike. He took off like the Jordan emblem. Yeah,
right. And I don't even think my man when he was chasing, I didn't see a gun. I don't even think my man might not have had a gun pulled out on him. So he took out running. I don't even think my man had a gun pulled out on him.
No, he didn't. That's why I was saying. That's why I'm glad you on here so you can peep this out, because people are like, what? So let's keep going. You're right about that.
He said, I'm here for suspicious activity going on up here. So I said, what you mean? We headed out. We're packing our bags. Suspicious activity, just me and him. My cousin comes to the door. Hey, this is my room. What's going on? Guy come from inside. You already know what time it is.
Freddie Bankroll escaped without.
It might be a gun in his right hand, though.
I don't know. Let's go back to see. This is where we got a black Columbo. This right here. Hold on.
Guy come from inside. You already know.
Freddie Bankroll.
Nah, he didn't have.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, I guess he was right though. I guess they do know who to rob. They know to rob him.
When you say that was an easy lick then.
Yeah, I guess that was a free pick. Yeah.
Boy, he better been glad he ain't had that damn jury on. If dude had seen that, boy, look at him. Look, he looking back.
He looking back and everything. Pants about to fall. He better be glad his pants didn't fall. He better be glad he tripped over his pants because it's about to fall.
Oh my God, boy! Hey, look! Hey, it said march, get set, go. This nigga like they was playing in the hallway, knocking on doors in the hallway. That nigga said, "Bring your ass here, nigga." That nigga was scared, boy.
And that's why, you know what? And that's why you always got to be who you are. Don't pretend to be somebody else and you're not. Because and that's another thing I try to teach the kid. Just be the best version of you. Don't try to compare yourself to others, or be you the best version of you. So he tried to be gangster, but he really ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't. I mean, I know it's one particular person in my mind right now. Rest in peace, he gone away. But somebody came to rob him. He took the gun from him. Which I wouldn't advise there. But I'm saying he talked to the lady like,
who was that? E?
Nick Orr, may rest in peace. But somebody tried to rob him one time. He took the gun from him.
Yeah, Wiggy. Yeah, R.I.P. Wiggy, man. My nigga went there. Hey, that's some real stuff, for real.
Right.
Man, yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, you're right. Because that's what I'm saying. And back in our days, we used to always say, man, you know what you signed up for. You took your ass over there on 7 or over there on 6, and you think you're going to go get some money. You can go get that money. But, hey, you better be ready. That niggas going to pull whatever. You already know that. That was the game. That's what you signed up for, and you ain't taking no losses. That's one thing we learned. And that's what got us a lot in trouble, because our pride. We didn't want to take no L's, dog. We don't take L's. Now we're trying to get that bread. And, like you said again, he wasn't built for that. It's show on the camera.
He wasn't built for that. And then you know what? Who else is affected? See, a lot of times we can't see the forest for the trees. He had an opportunity because he was up and coming to set a foundation not only for himself but for generations behind him. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to move for bigger than us. Sometimes we got to move for generational purposes.
Fact.
And so now he's bringing all this unnecessary, because this is unnecessary heat. By him being a rapper, by him being up and coming, you already gonna have heat and attention that comes along with it. Like you said, you know what you sign up for. But sometimes people like what he doing. Now you bringing on extra. You know what I mean? Life hard enough. So now you got a big old amount of money. So now you got people plotting up on you who probably necessarily wouldn't have plotted up on you.
Facts. Yep.
Right. So yeah, so you gotta kind of be thinking like I gotta move like this because this is bigger than me. I want to leave this behind for my kids, my grandkids. So no, I know if I make this move, that's gonna put their legacy, their position in jeopardy. So you know, sometimes we just have to try to see look past the day, look toward tomorrow.
No, you're absolutely right. Because, like you say, I think that if he went in there incognito and he wasn't on that type of stuff being flashy, just like when you sitting there and you just because the people there that's supposed to be protecting you, you coming in there, this man sitting in the parking lot, this police officer, like you said, 22-year-old kid ain't making no bread, sitting out there, and he see a rapper nigga with jury, and then he watching the camera, and as he looking at the camera, he see this nigga with all his money in the camera. He like, oh, not by him, only two dudes in the middle of somewhere that automatic. He thinking if it ain't show money, is dope boy money.
Right. And it probably some more. That's what he probably think. You know what I mean? This probably the tip of the iceberg. But in actuality, I think they say they only got like $800 in a phone. So the ex-cop really got 10 years for $800 in the phone. They probably split that. So you really ain't got nothing.
Yep, because he said it was in another room, so he probably had a safe in another room. They probably thought that was his room, but he probably ended up, probably made them put that room in their name and he might have did something that was smart, so he knew it.
That would have been smart, right?
Yeah, because the first thing he said was when he came out the room, came around the corner, came out his room. Let me see. Let's go back and see what the cousin said.
To check out of their room, Justin Thorne knocked on their door.
He said, "I'm here for suspicious activity going on up here." So I said, "What you mean? We headed out. We're packing our bags. Suspicious activity, just me and him." My cousin comes to the door. "Hey, this is my room. What's going on?"
Oh, so he came to the door.
Came to the door.
So they was in the room. Yeah, so they was in the room. So damn, he sprinted past his cousin.
He sprinted past, because the cousin opened the door. And
damn.
so that's probably why he got pistol with, because the first dude, this just my assumption, he probably the one with the pistol, you know what I mean? So he probably gonna try to go in with the gun. So the other man probably in the cut. So when he took out the one that was in the cut, probably chased him. That's how I'm thinking. Because my man opened the door, he got pistol with.
Yeah, he would have had a broken goddamn hand because I'd have slammed that door so hard on him, dog. As soon as he'd have reached in there, you already know. Boom! Two of us behind the door, we'd have broke his hand. He would have had to shoot through the door in the hotel. Like, ain't no way in the world. Like, he sprinted past his peoples, dog.
Right. And see, but my man probably opened the door because you gotta realize he think he see my man got his police suit on, so he think he opened the door for the police.
Right. That shit crazy, man. I don't like how this went. That's why I said I got so many questions, Bankroll. Because when you put that man, look at that man ain't got no damn jewelry around his neck. This nigga got a 400 shirt, t-shirt, a bootleg t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing on. He look like he banged. So I'm just saying he 400. So he got that t-shirt on, dog, and he took the liquor. He don't even look like he bothered by it. But see, that's why they I feel like a lot of them dudes bring them type of dudes that are loyal by default.
Right. Yeah.
So what you think about that? You think he was loyal by default type of dudes?
Probably so. You know what I mean? And then they cousins too. So
yeah.
People look at different people look at family different ways. You know what I mean? Some people with family automatic locked in for the loyalty. So that's somebody close. They probably look like they're about the same age, so they probably came up from the sand pit together. So you know what I mean? But yeah, he probably he like I say, it looked like he took one for the team. But what I want to make a comment on too. A lot of time in our generation done it. Because we talked bad about studio gangsters, right?
Right.
And so with this new generation of rappers, and I think it's the drill music, a lot of them are actually, a lot of them talking about what they actually doing on record. And a lot of them I believe that they try to live the actual image that they're talking about, which is wrong. Because a lot of them will come with the lifestyle. A lot of them going to prison, a lot of them getting killed, especially killed because you can't bounce back from getting killed. But if you think about it, it's called rap artists. You know what I'm saying? So he probably ain't really, I don't know if he about that or not, but he might not be, but he wanna have that image because that's what he's rapping about, this certain image, and they trying to live up to the image instead of just making the music, but having sense in real life. You see what I'm saying? If you wanna be flashing on the videos like you got money, that's cool. But this is real life. You not on stage now. You're not doing a video now. You're not performing. So you don't have to live that exact same lifestyle. You don't have to be a different person. Be who you are. But when you think about a actor, you know what I'm saying? When Arnold Schwarzenegger playing the Terminator or Sylvester Stallone playing Rocky Balboa, he ain't Rocky Balboa on the streets. He doing a job, getting his pay, that he going on living his life and moving according to their life. And I think, see, the rap game can be a beautiful platform, a stepping stone to move forward in life, like we got what 50 Cent do, with Jay-Z, to use that platform to spread out and go on to bigger things. But when you trying to live the actual lifestyle and do the actual things that you rapping about and putting yourself in jeopardy, then it's a whole different ballgame. Now you get what comes along with it. So I think that's what it is.
Right. No, I respect that. No, that's good. That's a good way of looking at it. Let's keep going now. Real talk.
From the side, you already know what time it is.
Freddie Bankroll escaped without injury, but his cousin was pistol whipped multiple times.
This here right. He escaped without injury. Yeah, he ran. What kind of shit, man? Come on, cuz. Come on.
Hey, but I give him credit. He must be fast, because my man gave up and turned around. He must say, I can't catch this joke.
I can't catch this joke. This joke a mess. I just can't believe they put that in there to make it sound like it was some real stuff. He escaped with no injuries. You're right. Not a lick on him. The only thing the only thing he didn't escape was the sweat off his face. Yeah, he couldn't escape the sweat. The sweat beat him up. The drilling rush was beating his ass. Not them. They ain't beat his ass. That's crazy. See, so what you think about that, E? Now, I understand. Now, think about what I'm saying is, like you said, that's not what he built for, and that's something he should have known, right? So my question to you is, so in that situation, how should his peoples look at him? Should he look at him like, because it happened so fast, and then I would hope he didn't tell him a different story into this event. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, I ran. But you can look all the way down the hallway right there where dude is turning around. If you look behind him, there you go, all the way at the end of the hallway.
At the end of the hallway, right.
Man, that's crazy. Y'all look at that. There you go. My man is turning around. He's still running. This is crazy, bro.
But you know what? His people around, they probably know he ain't built like that, so they probably wouldn't even a shock to him. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that. That's
they probably been in a scenario before where he probably did similar action or something close to
it. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he been tried before, you know what I mean? So they the one that's really, really close to him probably know.
What do you think his homeboys told his cousin when they saw it? Like, damn, my nigga, you see that nigga ran on? No, cuz, no, blood. No, he ain't run. See, what it was is he was running. He's like, nah, bro, we can see in the video. No, that's just probably, they chopped that shit. Man, he probably said, yeah, they chopped it up. Yeah, that's cool, Mikey, come on up here. And he'd be like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they wet paper. Hey, Baz, hit that. Hey, hit the link, Baz. Hold on, let me drop the link. Hey, Baz, hit the link and get on the panel, man. Hey, this is crazy, dog. I'm just saying, I would be upset. I ain't gonna lie. But see, I know, like my nigga E, I couldn't even see ain't nowhere in the world Eric would do that, dog. If he come back, if Eric run away, if he come back, it's gonna be a problem. He coming back. And he ain't like that no more. But we just saying allegedly back in those days, he would have came back and put everybody else down. He would not ain't gonna leave no nigga. We ain't leave. You couldn't see. Here's the thing. See, that's what lets you know that how these whatchamacallits are built, right? Because where we from, ain't no in the world. You know, back in the days, you could not get ready to fight somebody, or your homeboy got jumped, and everybody knew that, and you could come around. Like you couldn't even.
They don't go like that.
See what I'm saying? Like you would be laughing stock of school, laughing stock everywhere you go, anywhere you go, somebody gonna want to try to fight you or jump you.
Right, your homeboy probably the one you left probably gonna want to fight you more than likely. That's probably gonna be the first fight.
Yep, you already know. And we used to say that all the time. Hey, dog, we get to fighting. If don't nobody jump in, when we get back home, we fighting. It's either you gonna fight when you get there, or you gonna fight when you get back home. It ain't we ain't just dropping you off, or you might get your ass left.
Right.
You might have to figure out how to get home. This shit, this is crazy. Let's keep going. It's crazy.
Previous bond hearing, Justin Thorne's attorney, Lenny Franco, told the judge that his client got involved because he and his family had been threatened. It's unclear who the threat came from, but a Channel 2 Action News investigation discovered about 2 weeks before the armed robbery, Thorne resigned from APD amid an internal affairs investigation.
Oh, so like you said, so he was just wearing a uniform. He wasn't even a cop then.
Nah, he was an ex-cop. He had to resign. He won with 22, so he went on the force long, but he had resigned.
Wow. So he was impersonating a cop as well.
Right. That's one of his charges: impersonating a cop, robbery, impersonating a cop. And I think it's another charge. Yeah, one of them impersonating a police officer. That's one of his charges.
Right. Salute, bad. Salute.
What's good, y'all?
Not much. What's up with you, kinfolk?
Well, these cats crazy out here walking around with all that money.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Baz. What you think about that, man?
That's the most dumbest shit I ever seen in my life, bro. You know? Man, out here in my city, man, you can't walk around with $1,000 in your pocket and don't think you're gonna get your head took off.
Come on, man.
Man, come on, 30,000, and then your kinfolk take the heat. I'm gonna be the next robber because you're gonna give me all that money for that.
Yeah. Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. You gotta deal with the person you left. Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta deal with me after that.
Real talk. Man. That's real talk. No, that's real spill, because like I say, ain't nowhere in the hell. And then you took off, I mean, he's sprinting, my nigga. Like, it march, set, go. He cheated a little bit. He could at least let the dude get in front of him, because he probably would have still beat his ass down the hallway.
Man, that boy needs to join the Olympics.
Man, I'm telling you, with skinny jeans on, and like my homeboy said, pants sagging with skinny jeans on and some bedazzle with a bedazzle belt on.
Yeah, and some Crocs.
And some,
and some Crocs. Man.
Oh man. Man, so hey, what would you do, Bass? Imagine if he, you know what I'm saying, after it all ended, and you didn't see the tape. And then you like, yeah, man, what happened, man? Shit, man, I was trying to run. Man, that nigga had pushed me and shit. I came back. I was on my way coming back, my nigga. I thought he had a gun. And then the nigga look at the surveillance and be like, bruh.
I guarantee you he lied till he couldn't lie no more.
That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said.
Yeah. Now his whole neighborhood talking about it.
Now I got a question for you. What does that and what do y'all think? You know what I'm saying? It ain't no right or wrong, but in y'all opinion on both sides, what do you? Because again, this week, this is why I said that we got to start exposing these like my boy Eric said, these artists, and call them for that, and not say that they're somebody we might know because they're copying somebody else they think they might know. So they just mastered copying other people of who their styles is. So in that world they in, what do you think that does for his internet or artist respect in the streets, in the internet streets or the artist streets?
Man, he just opened the door for most street cats to run up on him again.
They smell food.
Yeah, they got him a sheep. They got him a sheep, man. He just opened the door for motherfuckers to try him every time they see him.
Right, and that's usually how it go. And like I said, the image, because he's trying to play the hard image, so that ain't a hard image what we just seen on tape. So it kind of, you know what I mean, go against that. You know what I mean, the rap image that he's trying to portray.
Man, it go back to what Charleston White tell these people every day. The rap nigga is trying to mimic the street man.
All the
Right.
time.
And
All
not
the
Right.
knowing
time.
the street man living a dangerous life every day.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah, and it's sad, man. It's really sad because when you look at it, you're
I
like,
come from
damn.
them streets, man.
Right. We all
Yeah,
do,
man.
man. And that's why I said it's really sad and unfortunate that you got somebody like that think, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe they think they groovers and movers and shakers, but that's the problem
Yep.
about it is they live in somebody else's life. And like he said, shit, most of his closest homeboys, his real niggas, know he ain't built like that.
Hell nah, because they not built like that. If they was built like that, one of them would have had a tool on them.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, it wouldn't have went that easy. And then
Yep, they would have had a tool, but the only reason the tool probably wouldn't have been accessible at that time because you got to remember the guy came to the door in the police outfit.
you
So
sure right.
they come and thinking they're talking to the police. Well, actually, he thinking he talking to the police because he was like, you know, what's going on? I forgot he said something like, "What's going on?" You know, we just unpacked or something. So he talking in his mind. He think he talking to the police. See, that's what the ex-officer played on to catch him, to have a relax and have a comfortable, well, not comfortable, but relax. So they couldn't have or more than likely wouldn't have. You know, if the police comes to the door, you ain't gonna know, more than likely you ain't gonna have your tools on you. So that's what kind of put that situation. They might have had something in there.
Man, I got a dude went to school with me like that, man. He was a constable, right? And man, he was putting his cousin on licks, robbing drug dealers.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, dude got caught, but bro dude probably did maybe a year in jail, man. I be seeing hustling niggas dealing with him. I say, bro, y'all don't remember seeing this cat on the news, bro? That nigga ex-law. He was setting up drug dealers, what y'all do.
Wow.
They be serving him. I say,
that's retarded.
Yeah, that's fucking dummies, man. Do anything for some money.
Right. Do anything. And then you got to think about this too. That's a good point you made. He only served like a year. So this officer, ex-officer, he got sentenced to 10 years. That don't mean he about to do 10 years.
That's a fact.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how they looking at it. They looking at, okay, he robbed a rapper, probably almost like, so what? You know what I mean? So
yes, sir. He finna be on close custody for about a year, maybe 9 months.
Right.
And be back on parole.
Back on parole.
And back on parole, exactly.
Yep. And they might end up bringing him back out and have his ass just reroute him and put him somewhere else.
And reroute and put him somewhere. That happens a lot. I think that should be exposed too, because that happens a lot, especially with the shootings. You know what I mean? They'll shoot somebody in one city and end up getting rerouted and going on somewhere else and spreading that same counsel somewhere else. He might end up getting rerouted, get a little spank on the hand, and end up doing the same thing somewhere else.
Yes, sir.
Right. Salute, Mike. I got my young bull up in here. Mikey in the building. Mikey said the song dropping. We got a song dropping Friday for the Plug Podcast. Another song dropping. Y'all check out all the songs we got, man, on iCloud. I appreciate my young bull right there. So, Mikey, you in the industry, you see a lot of it. Like you said, you got in it. You got out of it because you knew how crazy it is. And one day we're gonna do a story on that one, because I know that's gonna be nuts. But my question to you is, from an industry perspective, where do you see the industry going now because of this situation like this? And it's probably not the first time, but it's going to give other people ideas because these dudes ain't built like that.
Well, you know, we're living on a frequency now where, and by the way, salute to the panel. What's good, Bash? What's good, E? Man,
What's up, Mark?
What's good, bro?
But no, see, the issue is, like I said, man, a lot of people they're in a race to leave the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like a rocket. You know, like you let it go up, and man, if you don't let it go the right way, it's gonna come back down, crashing down. And like E said, man, you can't come back from death. Maybe incarceration, but not death. So the issue is the people feeling, you know, they get caught up in the high, and the new high is clout. You know what I'm saying? They get caught up in the clout, and there's people that they weren't able to impress without the money and the fame, that they feel like that's the catalyst to do so now. So they get caught up wanting to be in those environments because they don't see that those people still think they're no good. They just want to use them for the resources. But now that they have accessibility and the ability to do certain things, they're like, yeah, man, look at me. I got this. I got that. And then they convinced the other people around them, and really they don't convince them like that. So they knew there was nothing. It's just they know that they can use it for something. You see, the one thing about it is it gets exposed when you get pressed. There's a difference between being an artist and then just being a person in society. If every crazy artist acted the way they do with their art in real life, they'd be humps in the ground. So it's like
Salute, EB.
it's just straight up approval seeking, and it's causing the demise of a lot of people, not even just the youth. Everybody wants clout, and it's accelerating their departure. You know what I'm saying? So it's just approval seeking behavior, and you see it right here, man. They want to go back to impress the people that they couldn't impress back then, and it ends up backfiring. You can't, like you said, man. The ants analogy was crazy. Like you
Yeah, it
literally can't be
was.
walking around like that. You can't be loud with your appearance because you think, yeah, man, ain't nobody going. I'm telling you what. And then the people that you with, man, you think they're gonna do this and they're gonna be your safety valve because you know deep down, and lo and behold, you're not it. But man, when push comes to shove, fight or flight is a real thing. I witnessed it myself in LA. Yeah, and I didn't fly it, but I witnessed it myself. So when you walk around and you carry yourself a certain way, you got to be understanding that, man, you might get into some situations. So you better be prepared because one of the realest things I heard is, man, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. But these boys never been ready. They're getting eliminated.
That's real talk. That's
Facts.
real talk. Yeah, y'all want to elaborate on that, build on that?
That's facts.
That's real. That's some real shit right there. Like I said again, and like Eric hit it on the nail on the head when he said that about the whole situation. When you look at it from the high side of, the ant situation is like, man, and like I said, like we said before, you food, and now somebody like you said, other people might look at it, and then it usually be them type of people turn around and say, well, yeah, I ain't snitch on nobody. Well, yeah, because you didn't want nobody to know the whole story. Oh, yeah, I know you wouldn't snitch. You don't want everybody to know the whole damn story. The whole story was you don't know what happened. You had your head turned. You was face forward running. You only look one time back to see how far steps he had him. He said, "Oh yeah, I got him. I'm burnt. He burnt.
I'm talking about straight turned his back on his people.
Straight
That's
turned
the
his back.
echoes, man. Those echoes are dangerous when you have people in your ear, and you pull up to a place and you just think you're bigger than that place. You start talking too much, and you start revealing too much information. And I'm telling you, man, there's somebody out there that says they support you, but they're really trying to destroy everything you got going on. So someone that you think you can trust because of the words they said, you don't see the actions off the internet, so you don't know what's gonna happen to you, man. That's why I don't travel around aimlessly, and I don't. Nobody need to know what rush. I mean, you see how PNB Rock went out. You can't just be moving around, dumb, bro. And you can't blame it on nobody else. You gotta have accountability. Oh, it's the girl's fault, man. She shouldn't have. Oh, man, you gotta know what you're dealing with. You gotta know who your circle is. It's an everyday thing. I don't give a damn what you did last year. How you acting today? Because if I stay up today with my circle, I'm gonna mitigate the chances of me being taken out this earth. Because everybody can be taken out.
That's real talk. No, that's real. You want to say anything, E?
Yeah, I like what he said too about the big high, the clock, and what a lot of people who
you wherever you at, E, you going in and out.
Going in and out.
Yeah,
so I like what my man said about the people who knew how with the clock.
It's still going in and out, E. Wherever you moved at, you moved somewhere. You in a bad zone.
Yeah, the bad zone of connection.
There you go.
That's crazy, man. I just don't understand the lifestyle they trying to live.
Facts. Yeah, I just you know what I'm saying. I don't get it. I don't understand it myself. I think it's ridiculous, dog. Because you shouldn't even have to be putting. You don't got to do all that. That's what I'm saying. Like you get to doing all that, man. That's just way too much. And then, like I said, ain't nobody trying to discredit who he could be. And then I know the story, the backdrop of him, they said his dad was this big time guy. So a lot of time it's the persona living off of him. Just cause you can pitch some good work don't make you no real D-boy, because there's a lot to come with it. It's always that end story. And if you really a true hustler, you learn from your first mistakes. You don't keep going back trying to sell dope and keep going back to jail. That means you ain't learned shit. You figure out another hustle. It's a difference between being, I used to tell people, it's a difference between being a D-boy and being a hustler. A hustler got 10 fingers. 10 fingers can touch 10 things at 10 times. A D-boy only pitch. That's his only way. Yeah.
Right.
And a real hustler play broke.
Come on.
Catch a real
Ooh,
hustler, he gonna say, man, I'm broke. Man, motherfucker got a bankroll
Come
at
on.
home.
All day. All day.
Yeah.
Right.
Might have $1 million at home, but boy, he'll play broke every day. He's a smart man.
Yeah.
Comfortability is dangerous, man. Next month I go, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to Florida to visit my homie X's grave. He went out because he was too loud. He like, I'm in Florida, man. Nothing can happen. Nobody can, because you get blinded by the love that you forget, man. There's a lot more hate out there. And you know, just you think it's just one day where you can just let it go. Man, I'm just gonna go do this. But you're driving around in a BMW i8, you got over $30,000 in a bag, man. You just moving crazy. You can't move like that, you know. And it's sad that we have to lose them. But man, that comfortability and that pride, it will take you out of this thing. And I remind myself of that every day. Humility allows you the ability to keep on breathing. I'm just being real.
Nah, that's real, man. And he was a young good one on the rise. RIP, you know what I'm saying, to your homeboy XX Extension, like I said again, because it's stuff like that, like him having the money, going to go buy something he want to do and he want to get into and love to do. And you got people following and hating, dog. That's why I said, like, you got to be sometimes even stepping in that spotlight. You got to remember what you signed up for. You are on, you know what I'm saying? Every time this camera come on, I understand who I am when this camera come on. That's why I keep myself grounded around people that I know, and they know me real, and they know who I am in real life. So that way I don't get it misconstrued, because they ain't gonna sit there and say yes to me all the time, and I don't want them to.
Like yesterday, Cross, I saw a post with Polo G. He talking about, man, I'm walking around. I'm the only rapper walking around without security. And you the only rapper that's going to get taken out tomorrow too. Why do they feel the need to broadcast? It's a competition to see who can be the dumbest. You know, the spelling bee was about who can spell the best, and all that. But now it's about who can be the dumbest. It's crazy.
Right. Right. Who can get close to the word, the closest to the word, and fuck it up.
Yep. I watch Slim Thug do that all the time on his Instagram, man. And I'll be like, man, Slim need to cut that out riding and saying he in the city by himself and he on live, you know? And,
right.
You know, he get a lot of respect in our community, but, man, it's still them haters out there, man.
Yeah, because somebody going to say, who you think you is, you got money. And wait, you know, even though he might be a part of, even though you can be able to touch the people, nowadays it's not about who you are and with your legacy that you helped build. It's about what, you know, the old saying, what have you done for me lately? You're only as good as your last time you showed up.
And he one of the ones that help our community, you know?
Right.
He build houses, he give houses away. Man, dude do a lot in our community, man, but it's still a hater out there that will try to take him out just because he's a good person.
Man,
it's
that's sad.
man.
Yeah, that's really sad. You know what I'm saying?
Cross, you know why that changed? You know why consistency isn't something that you can trust anymore? It's because of people being overstimulated by the internet. And when you see, and someone that is lukewarm, will really how much they associate with something. When they see on the internet, dudes, you know, talking to certain females, going to certain places, you didn't used to see these things when you saw your homies. Well, to my knowledge, you know, I wasn't back in the days, but from what I've heard is they would catch up at barbecues, and when you saw your homie, y'all chop it up. But nowadays, everybody sees everything everybody's doing. So somebody that you would have never even really cared about because you're too worried about yourself, now you see him all the time. You start getting subconsciously envious, and then next thing you know, get jealous, and then next thing you know, that person who was your, you know, your homie, your friend, whatever, now they're your enemy because you want to have something that they have, and you don't like seeing it every day. Like the consistency used to be something you could trust back then. But that's why I say I have to analyze people off of today, not yesterday, because man, people love you one day and hate you the next day, and then love you again the next day. It don't make sense, but that's just the world we live in because of overstimulation on the internet.
Nah, that's square business. Nah, you absolutely right, man, on that. That's real talk. Now, I got one for y'all. You know, I'm going to put a crossover in this, dog, since we already on this topic.
Man.
I got 4 kings on here, and I want to see what y'all think about this, right? So it's a situation where this young girl, right? This one's going to have us talking on this. But young lady, she was already having heart problems. She had a heart transfer, a little pretty young thing. Young baby had a heart transfer. I think the parents or whatever couldn't keep her. So this woman decided she was going to keep the child. And they said she was known. It was even on TV at one time, right? Black lady ended up having her. Well, the young girl ended up passing away. Well, they said it was cause of death was because of the heart. Now they're reopening investigating it because they done found out that this woman really wasn't giving this young girl, this little baby, the medicine she was supposed to get. She did it all, I guess, I want to say to get attention. I don't know. So I'm going to see what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? We're going to play the first part to see what y'all think on this. And then we'll go from there. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. This one's going to be a good one.
Horrible smile is Aaliyah Bankroll. Born with a bad heart, Aaliyah's life was a difficult one. She was just 1.5 when she underwent a heart transplant. It should have been the beginning of a new, healthy life, but Aaliyah needed more help. Her biological mom couldn't care for her, and her mom DCFS to find her a safe home.
Aaliyah came to me as a baby when she was 1.
DCFS gave custody of Aaliyah to this foster mother, Karen Castleberry.
And I kind of fell in love with her. She was a bubbly, smiling little girl. She had been through so much.
She was even featured in a promotional video for a hospital. Castleberry is what DCFS calls a specialized foster mother trained to take in children with special medical needs.
Dr. Farr, we got a doctor's visit.
She had already fostered another child who had a transplant and also needed the same medicine as Aaliyah. And Cassie knew how critically important it was that Aaliyah was always given her anti-rejection medicine, tacrolimus, for her new heart.
I knew.
All right, so far y'all see that right there, right? Just want to make sure we all on the same page. Okay, young girl, heart transplant. She had a disease, and the woman was caring for a special caring nurse. Yada yada yada. So I just want to make sure that people out in the audience is up on what we on. All right, so here we go.
I always knew that there was a chance to her, and I knew that she wouldn't be with me forever.
But just 1.5 years after getting Aaliyah, her body started rejecting the heart. An investigator's report says Castleberry told them she found the little girl in distress on the patio of her home on Chicago's West Side. Instead of calling 911, Castleberry drove Aaliyah to Lurie Children's Hospital.
So far, what y'all think so far?
That's crazy. I'm like, why would you drive her to the hospital when you can call 911?
Right, and why would the little girl be out there on that back porch patio by herself, knowing that her heart is bad?
That's crazy, man.
Oh yeah, we gonna keep going, y'all. Yeah, it's about to get crazy.
I think so far there's obviously a neglect aspect going on here. So far, it's neglect.
Yeah,
you can tell there's some neglect. Why would she end up on the back patio? So we're gonna keep going.
Facts.
A DCFS report says Aaliyah was hooked to machines for 5 days, but the damage to the toddler's heart was too much. She died and is buried here. But now, 3 years later, the S2 investigators have uncovered alarming details about her death. A medical examiner report shows Aaliyah's heart doctor suspected Castleberry had neglected to give the child her life-saving anti-rejection meds.
Crazy, ain't it, dog? Boys, that's what I'm saying, boy. This woman did all this shit, got on the news and on shows, all this stuff, dog. And then check this out. Listen to this.
Excuse me, Karen. I'm Dave Savini from Channel 2, and I got to ask you some questions about DCFS.
We tried to talk to Castleberry about Aaliyah. We found in these Cook County Medical Examiner, police, and DCFS reports. Piecing together these documents, we found Aaliyah's cardiologist was alarmed when she reviewed Aaliyah's blood work and saw a very low level of anti-rejection medication. Police and DCFS were called.
Yes.
DCFS's
Already
investigation
eat.
found levels of her medication were nearly undetectable. DCFS found Castleberry responsible for failing to administer the child's medication to her and indicating her for death by neglect and medical neglect.
There is a death by neglect investigation that was indicated against you.
We're not going to talk about that.
But I would like to talk to you
No, we're not.
about her.
No.
The little girl.
No.
The DCFS investigation also says Castleberry, the foster mother, had not picked up the child's medication for the prior month of September, despite several notifications from the pharmacy.
All right. What y'all think?
Man, that one that hurt my heart right there.
Yeah.
Man, I'm tripping off like, now you've been taking care of kids. What make you stop taking care of this one? They might need to go back and look at the other kids. They might didn't die, but what was she doing to them?
Let's keep going. Let's see what they say then.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mikey. I want you to say something. I really want you to.
You know, I feel like when you're not taking care of things, you can get away with it. You can get away with it a lot when it has a low risk factor. But whenever that one thing that you think is a low risk factor and you don't pay attention to it and it all falls apart, then you get exposed for the fact that you're lazy and you don't care and you're doing it for other reasons. Because I feel like the only reason that she went to the news and the TV, as you say, to get attention. I say to remove attention from herself, but more so focus on the condition, because when we do something bad, the first thing that a lot of people tend to do is to try to get ahead of it. That way they don't look guilty. And what they don't realize is they look guiltier than an innocent person, actually. So they're trying to portray themselves as something, and then it actually has a reverse effect. And then you saw the detective walk up to her and ask to speak about it, and she immediately got in defense mode. You know, and she could say, "Oh, I just don't want to talk." No. The way she said no and the way her body language was telling you everything right then and there. And they knew that. That's why they had their camera on.
Yeah, and the sad part about it is she didn't have any width of care or nothing, almost like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what bothered me. No, we ain't gonna talk about it. He said, no, we're gonna talk about that little girl. You know what I'm saying?
It reminds me of those parents who, like, they know that their kids got these events going up, but they're so busy with themselves that they never make it to a parent-teacher conference. They never get their kids in sports. They don't do that. They parent, but they passively parent. So, like, they're there, but at the same time, they're not involved. So, you know, they say she didn't pick up the prescription for a while. She probably downplayed it. Or she probably, one day she was mad and was like, I'm not going to even give you this. And didn't know that it would end up in her dying. Maybe she thought that it would just cause her pain. I don't know. You got to be a different type of sadistic person.
Right. Yeah, because she knew. Yeah, because that's the medication for her to fight off all the infections for her heart to get better. And she was supposed to pick it up, and they sent notifications to the woman and tell her to come pick it up. I mean, that's a heart. That's for her to be able to live. That's crazy.
Her bills was late too. The way she is, she paid her bills late. You know that.
Yeah, everything about her was foul. Let's keep going. Check this out.
We're not finna do this. No.
I'm not gonna talk about it?
No.
Did you appeal it?
She did not appeal the findings and surrendered her foster care license, but our investigation raises questions about whether Castleberry should have even had a foster license at the time of Aaliyah's death in October of 2020. In 2017, Castleberry was charged with domestic battery for beating and injuring a different child, a 10-year-old girl with a belt. This Chicago police arrest report details the girl's wounds, a black eye, and multiple linear and buckle marks on her back. Another police report says Castleberry admitted she struck the victim several times with the belt because the child lied about attending violin classes.
See what I'm saying?
Look at it. Cat came out the box. Foster care is very, it gets a lot of these commercials with positive instrumentals in the background. But man, being a foster parent is just about as easy as being a chaperone at the pizza party in your kid's classroom. They don't do really extensive background checks. They don't look into these people's patterns, and they don't do like excessive screening. They kind of just like, it's kind of like when you have a pit bull that has a bunch of puppies in the hood, and then everybody just kind of grabbing it. And they don't care who it is. They don't check if they're a good pet owner, the history. And I'm not comparing that baby to a dog. I'm just putting it in perspective to you. So that's what they do, man, is It don't matter who it is, they can have kids. And when you give the wrong person control of someone else's kids, they're already mad at the fact that it's not theirs. Second of
Right.
all, they're just gonna be extra. They're gonna be extra. And they getting a paycheck. She was just collecting that paycheck and giving out whoopings. She was mad at herself, so she took it out on the kid. That's fact.
Yeah, that's sick, man. That's so sick, man. This is man. You got to be a really sick person, dog. But you so want to get on there, and because the girl had made the news with this special heart, like her doctor said, she was surprised about blood levels, and man, all you had to do is you getting the money and just trifling, man, just doing it for that 15 minutes of fame, and after she got it, you know what I'm saying? So
I got a
yeah,
question for both of y'all. How do we reconstruct the foster care like screening process to avoid this? Would you suggest like an annual like checkup and then like the interview of the kids like alone with people and like lie to
well,
like what
yeah,
would you because I think there's more maintenance, you know?
I think I don't know. Maybe we can agree one thing. Like I really think that, like you said, checkup. But when this one, to me, this is and the whole totality of the whole situation of the foster thing. Yes, I think there should be some, but I think that it should also reflect from how, like you said, not just being a passive parent, but if you foster a child, to me, it would seem like you would have twice as much as the love because you would have empathy for the child that was put in a situation, and then you would build that love with that child. So you see what I'm saying? So to me, it's like when you get a child, like you said, and use the analogy, which is, and again, like we're saying, not trying to say it, but it makes sense of an animal. It's like, but then at the same time, most people take care of their pets better than they take care of their kids.
Cross and that perception is flawed, bro, because I've heard so many stories and I've confirmed some of these stories from people that boy, some of the crazier things be happening in foster homes sometimes than with the real
Salute,
parents.
Dolly
So you
Bear.
think they have double the compassion, but them foster parents do something else, man. I think that we need to like stop making it like these the way that they advertise is wrong, bro. These people aren't like uh without sin. Like they're not like perfect people. They're people too, and they need to be measured because if you hand over a kid to the wrong person, then they're gonna destroy that kid. Like, so I think they need to increase the screening process because you would think that if someone harbors a kid that's not theirs, that it's about love. But man, a lot of times it's about that paycheck. They don't got to go to work. They could just lay on their butt and make a sustainable amount to pay the rent and eat fast food. Man, lazy people they'll take anybody's kids,
Facts.
but they're gonna
Yeah,
control
no,
them the way they want to.
it's real shit, man.
Real talk.
Let's keep going. 322 in the building, man. Y'all hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe.
Can we talk about the arrest with the domestic involving the older girl?
We're not gonna do that.
DCFS investigated Castleberry for that 10-year-old's alleged abuse under a classification DCFS calls cuts, bruises, welts, abrasions, and oral injuries. Despite Castleberry's arrest and the child's bruises, DCFS closed the investigation and classified it as unfounded.
The police report says that this mother beat the girl with a belt buckle.
All right. So far, we're gonna pull up this other one. So far, what y'all think about this, man? What you think, Bass?
Man, I blame the state, man. Why would they even give her another child? She done went to jail for beating a child and y'all turn her loose with another child?
Come on, man.
Come on, man. What these kids ain't got no hope? The state ain't even protect that baby.
Nah, I did, man. Especially when she didn't even have to pay for the medication.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what pisses me off. Like, damn, you don't got to pay for the medication. And like they said, they knew something was weird anyway. Man, that baby got a heart problem. You don't pick that baby up like a regular person, like they done fail and take it to the hospital. Man, they could have got there. How do they know how long it took her to get there? You got to get in the car, start the car, drive all the way, go through lights. It wasn't like you ran the lights.
Man, my oldest sister is a principal, man, and she going through a situation like that right now with one of her students, man. The little boy passed away, man.
Wow, R.I.P. to that little man.
The mama wasn't taking care of that baby, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I deal with a lot of them kids like that too.
She tried to blame the school though.
What? And they usually do. They usually do.
She tried to blame my sister and the little boy teacher. The little boy with special needs. He didn't speak. You know what I'm saying? And
Wow.
he would wear bulky clothes. So you know, as teachers and principals, they can't go up under a kid clothes. You know, but they say he wouldn't eat, and they would tell her. And so finally, she gonna talk about she took him to the doctor. He was doing bad, but she waited on the Uber and brought him to the doctor. Right. So for like 2 weeks went by across, and they didn't see the little boy at school. One day they get a call. She called and said, "Oh, he passed away."
What? Like just like that? Oh, he passed away.
Yeah, man.
Damn, dog.
Yeah,
I know
bro.
that crushed. I know that crushed your sister, man.
Man, her heart broke because she loved kids, man. She been a scholar for these kids, bro, for 30 years ago.
Damn,
you know?
damn, that little boy. And that's why I said, and that's why I get on people, because man, it ain't them babies' fault, man, because their parents fucked up and they ain't worth a damn. You know what I'm saying? And pride is always the first step to a downfall. So they so prideful, they'll watch their child wither away and die, so they don't have to tell nobody.
Man, look, I take things like that at heart, bro, because I've been a single parent 20 years. My son finna be 21 years old. When my baby mom had my son, I brought him with me.
Salute to you.
My son might have seen his mama 3 times, bro. He ain't know too much about her. When he turned 8, she passed away, dealing with the wrong type of cats in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I don't. When I see stuff like that, I take that at heart, man.
Well, and I respect that because you don't really, because you've seen it at its worst on both sides. So you don't, and you see it from coming from an education. That's why I put this out and I do this for the kids and for to keep people aware of this, man, because it hurts on both sides. Because because if your sister doesn't get involved with the kids, she's failing at her job. But if she does too much, then the parent gets upset or basically quote unquote jealous that the kid talks about them more than them. But then that's when you got to step up as a parent.
Yep.
You feel me? So yeah, it's crazy, man.
I done seen it, man. I done seen about kids' clothes.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I got, matter of fact, a little young man told me tomorrow, the last day, Mr. Cross, can you bring, I told him if he stayed out of trouble, I was going to hook him up. So that's what I'm going to do for him tomorrow. Take that stuff up there on the, yeah, man. So, you know, I do that stuff, man, because like I said, again, it ain't their fault. Sometimes it's just they want their attention. And if they don't get it at home and then they turn around and come to school, half of them, I tell everybody, it ain't the kids that's out and yelling all the time. It's the quiet ones, the ones that nobody would ever think. You thinking they good kids because they to themselves, but they deal with a lot of social and having lack of confidence, low self-esteem. It's a lot that's involved to it. And they go into their own world. They put themselves in them rabbit holes. Like I said, and that little kid, man, God bless that kid, man, was so fearful and scared of his parents. He didn't love them. He feared them to the point where knowing damn well he wasn't eating. But then at the same time, he was scared to open his mouth because he knew if he had ate, y'all probably would have tripped out how he ate.
Man, he couldn't even speak though, Cross. He couldn't talk.
You know what I see it as, man? I see it as, you know, kids are supposed to be kids and adults are supposed to be adults, but kids are being robbed of their innocence and adults are being overtaken by their trauma. And it's a double-edged sword that's stabbing us both, man. And we got to do better collectively, but it first starts with addressing it. If we just keep pretending that this don't happen, nothing's gonna change. We gotta talk about it. We can't just talk about the good stuff. Nobody comes around for the good stuff because, man, there's a whole lot more bad going on. We don't got nothing good to talk about right now. If this type of stuff is normal, we don't got nothing good to talk about.
Yeah, we just brush it under the rug, like you say, like a normal day. They don't realize that, and for teachers and like for your sister, that's PTSD for them. That's not, that ain't no shit you throw away. You built a rapport with somebody that's innocent. I see them all the time, and I see how they look at me, and they're like, wow, like they be asking me, when you coming up there, and I be telling them, man, I got a lot of stuff, but then I have to do it because it's, I'm obligated. I'm not required. I'm obligated. You know what I'm saying?
That's just in your heart, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it ain't got nothing to do with me. Whether I want to do it or not, it don't got nothing to do with me. That's why I tell myself, man, I tell people honestly, man, I don't be wanting to do that, but I just look at it like it ain't their fault.
So,
it ain't their fault. So we're gonna play the second part of this, and y'all tell me what y'all think on this too. I think I got it. Let's see.
Calls, cuts, bruises, welts, abrasions, and oral injuries. Despite Castleberry's arrest and the child's bruises, DCFS closed the investigation and classified it as unfounded.
The police report says that this mother beat the girl with a belt buckle on her face and gave her a black eye.
On her back?
Yeah, and on her back as well.
Charles Goldberg is the Cook County Public Guardian. We asked him to review the abuse and neglect files involving Castleberry.
It's sad for the children in this person's care.
What was your reaction when you read that police report about the belt beating?
Did they take this information and do a thorough, proper risk assessment to see whether there should still be foster children in this home? So this
same thing you said, Bass. You know what I'm saying?
doesn't it, man?
Yeah, that should be rough, boy.
Yeah, she need her life son.
Be having to do this story.
This raises a lot of very serious red flags.
And there was another red flag, another case involving Castleberry's treatment of Aaliyah. 7 months before Aaliyah died, then just 2.5 years old, she had to be hospitalized for the flu. This DCFS record says Castleberry just left the toddler there, all alone, for 3 days in the hospital.
Damn. Man, she ain't worth a damn. You left the baby.
Right. That's crazy.
They failed that baby, like you said. They failed that baby. When she didn't show up by the 24 hours, she wasn't supposed to have a child.
Yeah, she failed plenty of them. It just ain't came all the way out yet. You know, she need a life sentence in jail.
There was an attempt to remove Castleberry as Aaliyah's foster mother. A notice of removal was issued, but Castleberry appealed. DCFS allowed her to keep parenting Aaliyah.
See?
With everything that had happened in this home and all these red flags and everything prior, there are a lot of red flags to say the least.
We've spent years investigating DCFS and obtained this abuse and neglect data dating back to 2016. By analyzing it, we found a pattern. When a foster parent is accused of abuse or neglect, the allegations go unfounded 9 times out of 10. It was in this data where we found Castleberry and learned of Aaliyah's death.
This is a case that was buried in their records, that we wouldn't have known about had we not done the data investigation. Does this make you wonder how many more are out there?
Oh, of course, absolutely.
It says you didn't give her medicine.
That's not true.
Back in 2020, when Aaliyah died, also opened an investigation into her death. But what happened to that investigation is unclear, except that it was closed. There were no criminal charges.
And not picking up a medicine from a pharmacy for over a month would be critical.
Yeah, that.
Man, don't you think, Bats?
Man, that's crazy, man. Man, we the people as a community need to get on CPS. You seen all them red flags up in that computer?
Come on.
They taking the kids out of one bad home, sending them to another bad home.
Yep.
And that's the end of it. Then
Swapping them out.
Man, that's crazy.
They tossing them around, dog.
Yeah, they lost and forgotten after that.
That shit worse than being in prison.
Man.
Damn, at least you can fight for your life.
Man, the social work, all of them need to be in prison. Every last one of them, they failed that baby. They failed the ones before that.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? They deserve prison time. I wouldn't give 50, 60 years. I wouldn't give a damn they don't see their own kids again. Let another good family see your kids and take care of them. But y'all failed these kids over here in these houses, man. 9 out of 10 cases.
Unfound.
Come on, man.
Damn, I ain't even know that. That hit different right there. Damn,
That would be medical neglect. Absolutely.
I have the death investigation right here. Now, after our investigation, DCFS is requesting Chicago police reopen a criminal case into what happened to Aaliyah Banka.
As the Cook County Public Guardian, you also want the police to reopen this case.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Do you have anything to say about that at all?
And see, that broad thought it was gonna be over. She thought, yeah, I made it. They said it was just she died. You know what I'm saying?
She still don't have no remorse, no nothing.
Nope.
She just a heartless piece of I can't even say what I want to say, man.
Right, I already know.
Man, because I'm unfiltered, bro. I'm kind of like Charleston, man. I speak my mind on certain stuff, man.
Yeah, this shit, like I said, this shit is sickening, dog. That's why I said she ain't worth a damn. That's why I said them type of people, man, and they put people in them situations like that, and they ain't worth a damn. They don't, like you said, don't deserve to breathe the life we breathe.
Man, well, I appreciate
That's what I said.
I appreciate these youngsters in my neighborhood every day, bro. Quit killing each other.
That's real talk.
It's little kids out here that need everybody that's considered an adult. They even need an older teenager with his mind right. Some of them ain't got nobody.
Ain't got no damn body, dog.
Ain't got nobody, man.
Ain't that shit rough? Like you sit back and you think about it, man. Like I said, I be up there in the schools. I'm like, damn, they ain't got nobody. Have they brothers and them young ones that, like you said, they locked up. You know what I'm saying? So the little young kids, they riding this bitch. Mama is too busy going out to the clubs to find the next daddy. The little boys out there, they outside. They gone all day. They popping pills, all types of shit.
Yes, sir. Then the little boys, you know, like they say, like Dewberry said, man, the little boys coming home, they seeing mama with this cat, another cat, these cats coming through there with pistol on their side. Big water dope money. They want to be like that.
Yep. Yep.
You know, like,
and they thinking running through a bunch of females is gangster and is player. And, you know, and it's sad, man. And that's why I said it's in our culture, we got to, man, if we knew better, like I said, the old saying is if you knew better, you do better. I guess shit, we still don't know better.
Man,
Because
when we lost,
you know what I'm saying?
When we lost hip hop, when we lost Fight the Power and Stop the Violence songs, man.
Real shit.
Real shit.
Real shit. Yeah, all that poor righteous teachers.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Even shit back, remember Tennessee, just shit like that was awareness. Like I told people, just like the Cosby Show, like people wanted to go to what was it when Different World came out, Hillman. Everybody wanted, and it wasn't even a damn Hillman made. Niggas like, man, I want to go there.
I was a young kid, man. I had a homeboy older than me, grew up across the street from me. He traveled with YZ. I grew up hanging with YZ, man, as a youngster. You know,
man, that's crazy.
They didn't teach us no bullshit. And he was a rap star moving around on his own label back then, you know?
Right.
And that dude never taught us no bullshit, man.
Well, see, and that's the thing about it. These young ones, you think about it, man. I mean, like I said, man, who the hell? And it's the grown ones they see, though, and the grown ones is getting paid, walking around with all this goddamn truck jewelry on, dog. Around looking like a damn another. And Mr. T was a character. It was a character. Now look at them. They like all dressing like with the tight shirts and all the boots and the shit and the weird haircuts and all the goddamn chains around their neck.
Man, the gold be so thin, it be sounding like 10 around their neck.
Yeah, like clang, clang, clang. I'm like, man, that shit sound horrible.
Man, shit crazy.
That shit sound horrible, man. But yeah, man. So, man, I appreciate you, Baz, coming on here, Marky, my man E, everybody in the building. Damage, I saw you pull up late. We're going to have something a little bit later, man. I appreciate everybody coming on here. Baz, hey, man, drop something on the ground for the Hungry Hounds, man. So what you think about all this, wrapping all this up from the what you got on the whatchamacallit with the Bankroll, Freddie, to this one right here with this young gal, man. Just go and give us a breakdown, man.
I can't say too much about the rappers. They just dumb.
Real dumb.
They blind. Want to live a street man life, man, and they just don't know that's the most dangerous life to live.
Come on, man.
And for her, shit, she need to be in prison where they sending the rappers.
Come on, man.
Under the prison. They need to give her a life sentence, man. She need to pay for every day she took that child life. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't have no pity for none of them. Now outside, DCF need to be investigated. You know,
That's real shit.
yeah,
Real shit.
they need to be investigated on that, man. Like, come on, man, there's too many kids she done had in her presence over all them years.
Yeah, and I understand a kid being bad, but you don't beat no goddamn special need kid with no damn buckle and hit him in the eye. Like, what kind of shit is that, man? You swing and hit a belt and hit a kid in the eye with the buckle? God damn, dog. Like, bro, that shit ain't special need.
Yeah, man, that make it even worse. You
ain't worth for damn.
You get your 99 years in Texas for hitting a special needs child. She lucky she wasn't in Texas.
Oh yeah, her ass would have been like you set up under the goddamn prison.
Yeah, that's what she need to be though, man. I don't know. Chicago, man, she's supposed to been in.
Yeah, they should have got rid of her ass, but yeah, I appreciate you coming on here, Bass, man. And like I said again, tap in a little bit later, man. We're gonna build up another panel, man. I got some other stuff I want to drop too on here. I'm about to hop off here, man. Go grab something to eat, man. But hey, man, I appreciate you, King. Hey, man, keep standing 10 toes down, man.
Already blessings, man. I'm gonna rock out with you later.
Already, man. Hey, man, salute to everybody that came in here and dropped down some games, some gems, talking shit, swallowing spit. We did another one. Hey, man, salute to everybody that came in rocking with your boy. Y'all tap in, man. I know this notification thing is messing up. Y'all check me out on Instagram. I'm starting to post the stuff before I go live on Instagram. So that way, some people that don't get it and all them other people that's following me on Instagram, hey, maybe they'll start coming over here too. I'm trying to do a little bit more now. So, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody. Keep on building. Keep on growing. We had a great show, man. It was a bomb show. I appreciate it, man. I mean, we had a bomb show, man. So salute to everybody. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell. And again, peace.